The Great One's Future by ParadexTM 5 Black Castle. Rimuru Pav. I was sitting on my chair enjoying a bit that they all don't dare to speak or look at me besides my daughter, of course. As we demon gods began to fight against the multiverse, everyone just did what they want, some pranking others, etc. It was really stressful. I enjoy this silence now more than ever, but I need to save the kids after all. Alice, that's your name, right? I asked her. Why yes, that's right, Rimuru-sama, she said. It seems like the humans has forced spirits into the children bodies. Could it be that this is the reason that the magicules of that children slowly fading away? I never forced a spirit to possess a human body, so I don't know. But I guess it could be yes, she said after thinking about it for a moment. Then is it possible to separate the spirits from the children's bodies? I asked her. That's the only thing that Seal and I are not really sure of. Of course I could simply revive them, but for a human resurrection is really painful. Spirits are connected with the soul, so it would be difficult, she said honest. Mom, can't you just CT them if something is going wrong? Vanguard asked. You are right, but I would like to not go as far as that because it's really painful, even more when I need to repair the soul, I said. Anyways, Alice, you can go now. I'll talk to you again. I didn't need to say that a second time. She instantly disappeared. At that moment only Vanguard, Cerberus and Lena are here. My lord, can I know where you are living? She asked. A being like you need a suitable home? I looked at her. I've only recently awakened from my long sleep. I don't have a home at the moment. Cerberus flinched once again at my words. My lord, in my territory there is a mountain. Please allow me to build you there something befitting for you, she said, and Vanguard looked at her, peeved. I've never seen you like this, Cerberus. Normally you are mocking me or pranking the others out of your boredom. Cerberus looked shocked at her and got pale in her face. She didn't reply to that. I then stood up and walked to her. She began to tremble, but I just walked past her and said, you have 2 days. I then walked to the door. I'll come again, Vanguard, and I really like your town. I smiled and looked at Lena, who was standing still on the same spot. I'll teleport you back to the school for now. I then teleported her and then disappeared. Cerberus Pav. I've never seen you like this, Cerberus. Normally you are mocking me or pranking the others out of boredom, Vanguard said. In that moment I could sense the yellow eyes of my lord on me. What will she do after all? It's her daughter. Is this my end? I closed my eyes when my master stand up and walked to me, accepting my death. You have 2 days, she said. Huh? I see she forgives my fullness. I need to do my best for this castle, I thought. After she disappeared I looked to Vanguard. Why didn't you mention that you have a mother? You see, that wool only has caused for you guys are humans searching her and she was sleeping. I didn't want to interrupt her sleep, she said. Well then I need to do a lot of things, Vanguard. See you again next time, I said and teleported back to my castle. I immediately called all my subordinates to build a castle on that mountain. Don't dare to pack up. I'll kill you with my own hands, I said, and they got on work. Is a castle enough? Never would that be enough, I thought, and looked out of the window. I then smiled. I will recruit these 2 for her. I then teleported into hell itself, looking for 2 primordials. On my way trough hell, a lot of demons tried to attack me. Maybe me past self could have a little sweat drop. But at the moment these are only ants. After hundreds of battles I arrived at my goal. Walking into the castle, seeing Green and Blue sitting on a table drinking tea. You guys are the only 2 who are friendly towards primordials, I said. And here I thought, who was killing all these demons, Green said. You are back, Yellow, Blue mentioned. After all, what will happen even when we fight? We will fight for years and it's a draw anyways, Green said. You 2 wanted to go to the overworld, don't you? I asked them. Yes, you are right. After all, here it's always the same, Blue said, annoyed. I'll take you with me if you'll serve my master, I suggested. Your master? I thought you would be the strongest in the overworld, Green said, surprised. Well, probably that was the case. But not anymore after all that one being descended to this lowly world. Don't say me you mean the one that got white, black, violet and yellow thousands of years ago, Blue said with widened eyes. That's right, Goddess Rimuru Tempest is my master. After all, Carrera-sama too swore her loyalty to her, I said, proud. Green and Blue looked at themselves and nodded. We will follow you and serve Rimuru Tempest, both of them said. Rimuru Pav. I gave Cerberus 2 days time. I am really excited what she can do in this 2 days and how far she is thinking. In these 2 days I visited the students and said that I'll visit them a few times. Lena looked at me with a huge blush in the face. And yep, Seal got mad as hell. This school wouldn't exist anymore when I didn't stop her. After that I waited these 2 days and thought about my next moves I would make. At the night Seal created a clone for her and hugged me in my sleep. After that 2 days were over I teleported to Cerberus. Seal is really helpful when it comes to teleportation. Cerberus didn't even notice it. Blackstone him? I said. She turned around and kneeled down. You are here, master, she said to me. Of course, after all 2 days are over, I said and looked at her. I looked at the mountain. I must say I like it that it's black and it seems like a good castle. Do you have subordinates with building skills? That's right, master. They finished just a few minutes before. You can now live in a castle even when nothing on this world is befitting you, Cerberus said and bowed her head. I ignored that Diablo-like attitude and teleported the both of us inside. As I arrived I got greeted by 2 primordial demons. So I really felt them here. It seems Cerberus isn't only strong but has some intelligence too. They both would like to serve you, Rimuru-sama, Cerberus said, and blue and green kneeled down. Got bored in hell? I said, and both of them looked shocked. You are right, goddess, but we wouldn't dare to use this as ground to want to serve you, Green said. Then I will give you a name and a real body, I said, and both of them bowed their head. Your name will be Vera, I said to the green primordial. And your name will be Minami, I said to the blue primordial. Seal then created bodies for these 2 and they evolved. I waited for them to get evolved and gave them a maid uniform that Seal made and then walked with them in my new castle. Cerberus obvious nervously as I opened the door to the throne room. Cerberus explained, the golems here are all S-rank monsters and you only need to activate them, master. The fogs that are hanging here is the symboli of the demon lords. The throne is out of the strongest metal we have and with gold decorated. Why the flags of the demon lords? I asked her. You are my master after all and I am the strongest demon lord, so you basically are the lord of the demon lords. The one that pulls the strings, she said. I see, I smiled. You sure did a good job, Cerberus, in only 2 days, and you thought not only about the castle. I am not worthy of such a praise, my lord. I ignored that and looked at the throne. Seems like I need other clothes, I thought, and Seal changed them right away. I now have my normal outfit on. After all, it's the best for a castle like this. I then walked to my room and the balcony. I could look over the entire land of Cerberus from here and it's a nice view from here. I sat down on the chair and looked at Vera. Can you bring me a tea? Vera bowed her head. I will bring it right away, master. Cerberus, you can go now, I said to her, and she disappeared. After Vera brought me the tea I looked over the land and sipped on my tea. Vera paused as Cerberus got teleported into the castle with a blue-haired woman. I immediately noticed that this must be Rimuru Tempest, the goddess. She had no presence at all. Wouldn't I look at her at this moment, I wouldn't believe that there is someone. After that she looked at me and blue with her yellow eyes that could see right through us. We didn't dare to say something, but then she spoke. Got bored in hell? I was really surprised she knew it. We didn't meet a single time, but she knows us. After that she gave us a body and a name. My name is Vera, bestowed by our great Rimuru-sama. I like the name he gave me. We walked through the whole castle and then ended on the balcony. Can you bring me tea? She asked me, and of course I went and brewed the tea. After all, she is my master, I would do everything. As she sat there looking over the land under us and drinking her tea, she sure looks like the goddess of beauty.